Good afternoon, folks. This is a quick update. It's 6:30 on the 17th of January 2019, and it is Thursday. Okay, here's live now, the deployment. We've got the anti-clockwise, clockwise vortex, and we're in 30 degrees declination, and we are hitting here in the Atlantic. Now, stick with me. This is brilliant. We're getting good at this now, folks, and this is most inspiring when we get these results. So here we are now, today live. We got the blockage there. We've had a couple of blockages that's been put on a few days ago by certain individuals. We're going to bring some snow down to Scotland with a special deployment with three particular cannons. But here we are. If you look at NASA World View, this is January the 13th. Where I said we should hit this mass here. Absolutely colossal that was. A crap in that, don't bear thinking about it. And yet they're still chemtrailing it there. You know? Proper right, you know, 2,500 miles in the Atlantic, here they are patching this piece in with chemtrails. There you go. Yeah. So, big exposure. So here we are. This was a previous deployment, so we hit this one. I'm going to wind this forward now, so watch what happens to this. Boom, that breaks up. That was the deployment, so we're now on January the 14th. There's the UK to the right, and we did a low declination, and then we actually brought it to a different angle to clear it up so it follows in. Now, there's the UK. We had that cloud pass. We didn't hit that one. We hit it here. So the hole comes through, and bingo. This is where your sun came from today. Follow the plan. Think logical. Hey, and there you go. That was early this morning. That cleaned up even more. And now the next one we're hitting is this one. Here we have another one. Massive coming in again. I told you the key to this is hitting the Atlantic. And we're getting bright sunny days, and they couldn't handle it. They actually started chemtrailing. I had reports they had to start chemtrailing big time down south, but that came dead blue. That's the only sad thing, is that they pull all the stops out and give it another spanking. So that's 16th. There we hit it again. That's where we're hitting on the 17th, and so remember what happened to the last one, how it opened up? That is today's deployment, late today at 6:30. That will break up again tomorrow as it comes in. Here's today's sunshine. There you go. That was our previous deployment in declination. How gorgeous is that? So they started chemtrailing all down here, and all this crap down here that they do. One thing very important, I did post on my Facebook page, so we've got a plan. This is the plan, by the way, yeah, the 3 to 4 day plan. We're sorting the Atlantic out, folks, fuck 'em. On my Facebook page, what everybody needs to look at is a document that a person risked their life from taking out of a safe, okay? This is big stuff for the elites, I'm not kidding. They've written books on it now, it's out in the open, but if you read this, it is the covenant of the elites and the Zionist Jews who sold the souls. The covenant, as they said, must never ever be known to exist. So I posted it on the page, and if we look down here, further down, here we go, and I put it in as a document here. So let's open this up. And it's the copy text of the document. So, this covenant must never ever be known to exist. And I says, too late. Here it is. Now, some of the things, it's the plan in stark detail from 1922. It's like it's today's and tomorrow's news. The goal will be accomplished one drop at a time, a little bit at a time, so as not to raise suspicion, to prevent them from seeing the changes. They're on about us, calls us like insects under their feet. And that they'll teach skilled people the the secrets, but teach us that it's good for us. Like vaccines are good for you. Like amalgam fillings. It even says in here they'll put chemicals in kids' sweets and food to put holes in your teeth so they can put poisons. The soft metals, it says here, aging accelerators and sedatives in food, water and also in the air, and they'll be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds, dumbing down, and we promise to find a cure for all on the fronts, and yet we will feed them with more poison. Yeah? Oh, sorry, you've got something wrong with you. Don't worry, we've got the answer to that. Bang! Another set of poison gone in you. And it says it's very important they catch them at early days. In other words, the vitamin B4 vaccine, soon as you're born, on the first day, get the needle in within the first 3 or 4 hours of being born. So they're pushing the poisons. And it says they will see our products being used in film and will grow accustomed to them and never know the true effect. Hey, this is it. And when they give birth, we will inject the poisons into the blood and their children will convince them it's for their help. We will start early on, your first vaccination. And when the minds are young, we will target their children with what children love most. Sweet things. When their teeth decay, we'll fill them with metals that will kill their mind and steal their future. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicine that will make them sicker and cause their diseases, for which we will create yet more medicine. Hey, you couldn't invent this stuff. We hear that expression, you could not invent this. They wrote it deliberately. They'll grow depressed, slow and obese, and they'll come to us for help, and we'll give them more poison. How about that? And then they'll focus their attention towards money, material goods, and they'll never connect with their inner self. Hey? We won't even realise the healing capacity that we have as human beings. They'll distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games, like sports, so they may never be one with the oneness of it all. Their minds belong to us, and 5G's coming out. They will do as we say, and if they refuse, we will find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives. 5G, folks. Amazing. Can I zoom this up a bit? Yes, we'll make it a little bit bigger. I was only going to quote a little bit of this, but it's so important. Money and goods. We will use fear as our weapon. We will establish their governments and establish opposites within. Controlled opposition. We will own both sides. We'll always hide our objective but carry on the plan. They will perform labour for us, but we'll prosper from the toil. Our families will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be pure always, for it is the way. We will make them kill each other. Yeah, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, they own both sides of the war. And each other when it suits us. But what is they'll foment animosity. They're doing it, the factions. They'll take control of religions, and you'll see like Black Lives Matter and things like that, and it goes on. You've got to read it. It is mind-blowing. How could they know this in 1922? When they shall rise up against us, we'll crush them like insects. They're about us, for they are less than that. They will be helpless and do anything, for they will have no weapons. Now they say we can't defend ourselves. You've got to read this. This is an amazing piece of it, and it's taking place now. But it says we'll recruit some of their own to carry out our plans. Shills, yeah? Or doctors and other people. And it says we'll promise them eternal life, but eternal life they will never have, for they are not of us. So even their own puppets they're going to betray. People like Clinton and the Bushes. They promised them they're going to live forever. These are entities, okay? And they promise them, you follow us no matter what you do. You sacrifice children, paedophilia. You stick with us and you'll live forever. So, and they'll be indoctrinated to believe false rites of passage to higher realms. They've been conned. They are shortchanged. Members of these groups will think they are one with us and never knowing the truth. But they must never learn this truth, or they will turn against us. Now, here's the key, right? This is incredible. And kid them that they're going to be rewarded, like we've said. So the truth will be hidden in their face, so close they won't be able to focus on it until it's too late. The awakening is coming, folks. It is here. Now, it says, this is the bit. But if they find out that they are equal, we shall perish then. This they must never know. If they find out that together they can vanquish us, they will take action. They must never ever find out what we have done, or if they do, we shall have no place to run. These entities have committed themselves. They've abandoned everything. If you look in the book of Enoch, it talks about the 200 watchers that were appointed on the earth, and basically they've done a deal. Call it Satan, the demons, call it whatever you want. These things are for real, and I will stick my neck out fully. I know that these are real. And it'll be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. So they've set up sport, media. It even says in here we'll control the media, so that what seems so impossible, they won't believe it, because they say, no, this cannot possibly be true. Look at the Clinton Foundation. Hey? All the monies that they took, billions of pounds, not a penny went. I think they built a one-bedroom bungalow shack that was a photo of it, saying that was the Clinton Foundation's doing. The whole lot they went and bought oil with across the states and assets. So our actions will have revealed who we are, and they'll hunt us down, and no person can give us shelter. Well, bring on that day. Looking forward to it. So, this is the secret covenant by which we shall live the rest of our present and future lives, for this reality will transcend many generations and lifespans. This is what they've been doing for thousands of years. This covenant is sealed by blood, our blood. We're the ones who from heaven to earth came. And this is why in the radio show this weekend, Michael Tallinger, he speaks about the Nephilim and the giants of the gods that were created for blood sports and to destroy man. That's why they call fallers. They could fall a man with one swing of his hand. The fossils are there, hearts 3 foot across. Imagine living then, terrifying. But these entities have done a deal with certain people on the planet. We mentioned some, and that's why they say the covenant must never ever be known to exist. The big awakenings come, information like this is coming out, and the reason is this, as it says, it must never be written or spoken of. If it is, the consciousness it will spawn will release the fury of the prime creator. In the book of Enoch, it speaks about these entities block knowledge coming out from the earth. And somebody did a video how there is a frequency that goes around the earth and comes off at the back end from the sun related to water. And everything that takes place on that day is pulled from the earth. It's like a knowledge that's saved in the universe. There's nothing that ever escapes the knowledge of the great creator, if you like. So this is why they are putting a frequency around the planet and try and block things out. Think about it. But it says here, the consciousness it will spawn will release the fury of the prime creator upon us, and we shall be cast to the depths from whence we came, and remain there until end time of infinity itself. And you're looking at Armageddon, what's coming on this planet. And that, but have you heard the expression, the truth will set you free? Okay, the facts are truth, and activists spread the truth. The truth will always be there. It doesn't matter how long you suppress it, eventually it'll rear its head up and the mouth will open and the truth will come out. And that's what's happening now. The yellow jackets, people see what the banks have done. They know the vaccines are spreading, how bad it is, the fluoride in the water. They're all dumbing down tactics. Even people are abandoning American football because they see the scam it is. So it's all there. And there is a book that you can get on this, which is well worth getting, and it's on the page. I've ordered 2 lots of them. And if you look down here, there's a link to Amazon to get one of the books, and it's here. The Jewish Peril, Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. So there is the whole plan, why they do chemtrails, why the vaccines, why the food additives, why the genetically modified food. It's all part of this plan that goes up into the world of entities because they hate humans. Only people can do this to a life force if they detest and hate it. And there you have it. There's our battle. Ether's an incredible thing to fight it, and we're learning more and more each day. Some things coming out in 2019, we're going to be blown away. I'm feeling good about it. And who'd have thought that in a world that we live today?